Hello, I am Isa Marlia from the Management Study Program. In this video, I will discuss one of the important materials in the research methodology course, namely the empirical model. Let's see the explanation.
Empirical model. What is an empirical model? An empirical model is a conceptual representation developed based on data obtained through observation or actual measurements. It describes the relationships between variables based on empirical evidence, not merely on theory. Empirical models are used to explain and predict real-world phenomena based on collected data. Next characteristics of an empirical model. 1. Based on real data, empirical. The model is developed using observed or measured data, not just theoretical assumptions. 2. Describes relationships between variables. The model visualizes how one variable influences another. 3. Statistically testable. The validity of the model can be verified using statistical tools such as regression or correlation. 4. Can be used for prediction. Empirical models can forecast future outcomes or conditions. 5. Logical and consistent with theory. Although based on data, the model must still align with relevant theories. Next objectives of an empirical model. To explain phenomena. Helps describe cause and effect relationships among variables in a phenomenon. To develop or test theories. Empirical models are used to support or challenge existing theories. As a basis for decision-making. Provides a scientific basis for decision-making in areas such as public policy or business. To assist in planning. Can be used to design strategies based on data analysis results. Next components of an empirical model. 1. Independent variables, X. Variables that influence or act as the cause. 2. Dependent variable, Y. The variable affected or the outcome. 3. Relationships. Between variables. Indicates the form and direction of the relationship, whether positive, negative, linear, or nonlinear. 4. Model parameters. Coefficient values that indicate the strength of influence of each independent variable on the dependent variable. Next differences. Between theoretical and empirical models. Theoretical models focus on conceptual explanations or logic behind a phenomenon, while empirical models directly test hypotheses using actual data.
Next steps to build an empirical model. Identify the problem and variables. Define the phenomenon being studied and relevant variables. 2. Formulate hypotheses or initial model. Propose a suspected relationship between variables. 3. Collect data. Conduct observations, experiments, or surveys to gather empirical data. 4. Analyze data. Use statistical tools such as regression, SEM, or path analysis. 5. Test model validity and reliability. Ensure the model consistently and accurately explains the phenomenon. 6. Interpret the results. Explain the meaning of the relationships among variables based on the analysis results. Next, strengths and weaknesses of empirical models. Strengths. Provide real-world evidence from research, testable and replicable, help make accurate predictions. Useful for data-driven decision-making. Weaknesses. Highly dependent on data quality. May not represent causal relationships. May become irrelevant if conditions change. Results can be influenced by bias or error. Next conclusion. Empirical models are essential tools in quantitative research to help understand and explain the relationships between variables. They must be built using valid and reliable data and tested with proper statistical methods. Using empirical models allows researchers to make more accurate, data-based decisions and predictions. Thank you for your attention and time.